the last thing I want to do is bring in the DWG and link it instead of the 3DM. Right now, if we go to the composition sheet, right, this is kind of what we have. Um, and so what I'm going to do is delete this guy, right, um, and get rid of it. And then I'll go to my plan A1, or you can go to the site, and I'm just going to go to architecture component model in place. And I'm going to go to generic model and click OK. And I'll name this FOBA DWG and click OK. Now I'm going to go to insert and link CAD. Notice that we can't categorize it here. That's why I went to the model in place and pick generic model. So if I go to the desktop and go to the inserting, there is the FOBA building, right? And if I just click open, it will bring that guy in. And it's pretty much the same thing as the other version, right? The only thing that's different is that it's actually reading the line colors from the, where's that model? The line colors from the AutoCAD file. And so if I come in and go to VV or go to my object styles, so if I go to manage and object styles, you can go to imported objects, and it's unique for the DWGs that you actually get all of the layers separated, and you can pick those and change the line color to black, right? And click OK and click OK. So it kind of goes in and updates those for you, right? That makes sense. So this is turning out blue. It turned blue. And that's because the topo solid was not in the first model that I had. So if you double click on this and go to your visibility graphics and scroll down, there's an added topo solid and vertical circulation. So if I just click all and click on this guy and set it to black and solid and black and click OK, that'll update, right? And you would need to do that for this guy over here as well. So if I go to VV and scroll down, just select all just so you can see it and override that, with the same thing. And click OK, click OK, click OK. If you have a view template assigned, you would have to do it in a view template. But it basically comes in and does all of the same things that it did before, right? The thing that's nice about this guy is that you can go in and you can see the layers. So if I go to my object styles, so manage object styles, you can see the layers under imported objects and imports and families. And I can actually go and update the materials here. So you see it has signed materials to those. So if I go to my A wall, I can come in and pick that, and it'll open up the material dialog, and I can just go to concrete, right? And I'll just use the, let's use the high strength concrete and click OK and click OK. And you'll see it update that concrete. And so again, if I go to object styles and just kind of work my way through the imported objects and the imports and families, I can just come in and change the beams to concrete. Right, I can change the glazing to glass. It's much easier than the glazing to glass. And it's much easier than the way that you have to do it with the materials in the when you import Rhino. And then let's do the roof real quick. Let's call it roof. I'll put a fabric roof in there for you. Yeah. And then maybe the floors, right? We'll make those concrete too. Okay. click OK. Right, so now you've kind of got, it's starting to look a little bit less like a clown. So I just think that if you're going to update materials, it's much easier to do it with the DWG than with the 3DM. Okay. I guess the other thing I could do is come in here and modify sub elements, and let's maybe pull that down to negative 1 foot. All right. Pull that down to negative 1 foot. Right. So if you do that, you can then see the sort of edge there. Right. So you can go and clean those guys up. This one looks okay over here. But that's that.